Hi, I'm Dr. Ruby Payne. You got kids at home, they're driving you nuts? What are you going to do to keep them organized? Okay, so let me give you 7 or 8 things you can do. Number 1, explain to them why they're home and why it's a way to keep them safe. Number 2, structure the day. The day has to be structured or you go nuts, okay? Teachers understand that. So from 9 to 9:45, you work on something. You have a 15-minute break. 10 to 10:45, you work on something, a 15-minute break, etc. throughout the day. Work in 7-minute workouts. You can get an app on your phone that does 7 minutes of workout that require no equipment. Jumping jacks, knee bends, push-ups. They're ways to keep the body moving and active. The third thing you want to do is to assign tasks. Have your children get together and identify the tasks that have to be done every day and who's going to do what. It will help kids feel like they are contributing. So one of the things is somebody's got to be the schedule keeper. Who's keeping time on that? Number 2, who's managing tasks? Number 3, who's going to clean up? Number 4, who's going to do this and that? They're tasks, and what they do is you explain that you're helping everybody stay alive and be safe. The next thing you want to do is build in the afternoon, 45 minutes of cooking. If you go on our webpage, there's a free download for you called Cooking in the Classroom, and it's got lots of menus and recipes in there that only require 45 minutes. So one of the things is they're easy for kids to make. It teaches math, it teaches reading, and the reward is you get to eat whatever you made. So if you can get the ingredients, it's a wonderful activity every day that kids can do. The next thing you want to do is build in some sort of socialization. You can do a virtual book club, okay, where they get 5 or 6 of their friends together to read a book, and you download it, Kindle if you have that. And what happens when you download it is they get on Google or Google Hangouts or FaceTime or Zoom or whatever, and they discuss their books. So it is a social activity that is built into the day. The next thing you want to schedule is some sort of competitive or reward-based activity. It's going to make a huge difference for your males. The hard research is that male brains actually respond better to competitive activities. The research on positive rewards is this. Positive rewards work to get a behavior started, but if you continue that reward after the behavior is started, then they don't work. So intermittent reinforcement, rewards that you're never quite sure about what's going to happen, i.e. like gambling, okay, is the most powerful form of reinforcement. So one of the things you want to do is if you make a promise, you have to keep it. But what you want to do is set up different kinds of reward systems for different tasks. For example, make a football field on the wall of some wall in your room on a piece of paper. And make a list. Each of one of your children has a football. And you make a list. Here's what you do to get your football to move, gain yards. Here's what you do to lose yards, and a list of how you make a touchdown. And then there's rewards for that. Okay? You get to do this or you get to do that. Things that they're interested in because you're giving them something to work toward. Okay? One of the things, ask them if there's a way they can give back. Is there something they can do for someone else? Because one of the things we know is that's one of the best ways to prevent depression is when you do something for somebody else, volunteering. And ask them each day to write down 3 things that they're grateful for that day. One of the things we know is that gratitude lowers anxiety by up to 25%. So you want them to be grateful for something. And then I would give them a long-term project or challenge. Okay? What would it be like if you took a trip to Africa. Can you do that virtually? There's a whole bunch of museums online now you can go to virtually. Can you visit 2 of them and tell me what you found? There are many, many, many ways, but you have to keep the day structured and you have to get your children's help in doing that. So let them help make the rules, let them help take on the roles. Building cooking every afternoon. Yes, your kitchen's going to be a mess, but that's one of the tasks that's on the list. Who's going to clean that up? And what you're doing is you are building in a sane type of schedule in this time of coronavirus. Thank you.